I'm your host, Young. They say there are several ways to beat the heat. One is to actually avoid the heat itself, go someplace cool. Or you can try the Korean way of beating the heat with heat. Eat something hot or actually exercise and your sweat will cool you off. Or you can try this method, join us for the Contenders, and our exciting game will take your mind off the heat. Now let's welcome today's Contenders. Welcome to our stage, Smart Team, Lee Hyo-an and Park Ji-yoon. I understand that you guys are colleagues working in fashion. What exactly do you do?
Actually, we are fashion merchandisers. We regularly go to Europe to buy clothes and accessories.
Wow, what a great job. Now, since your work takes you to travel across the globe, especially to Europe, does that affect how you feel about our prizes?
You know, business trip is business trip. I haven't traveled that much, so still I want to go.
Well, good luck to you. We'll see how far you go. Now, your opponents today will be the Get One team, Ban Sun-ho and Kim Sam-seok. Well, how do you come up with that Get One as your team name?
Actually, when you come to this show, like we need one win. Just that's all we need, and I thought that's enough for us. So that's why we chose this name.
Get One.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll see if you get one today. Okay. And of course, I heard that you have a very special reason for being here as well.
Yeah, actually, I'm graduating from the university this August. So I'm working on finding a job. And so I thought I'm looking for something interesting and unusual for resume. So I thought after I watched this show, I thought, oh, that's gonna be kind of interesting for me.
So the Contenders is the interesting portion of your resume.
Right.
Well, good luck to you today. Let's
Thanks.
begin the quiz. Now, in our first section, I'll be giving you 10 multiple choice questions, 10 points each. You'll be getting 5 seconds to answer per question. If you get all 10 questions correct, then we'll be able to give you 50 bonus points. Of course, if you get a question wrong, we'll stop there and you'll get the sum of points up to that point. If you need help getting to the correct answer, you can call out chance and we'll take away 2 of the incorrect choices. Of course, you can do this just once. Smart, if you know the rules, then choose Q, U, I, or Z.
I, please.
Okay. Question set I. Question number 1. Of the following, which is not a kind of medal awarded at the Olympics? 1 gold, 2 silver, 3 bronze, 4 platinum.
Number 4, platinum.
Very good. Question number 2. Which of the following is the country that borders both Norway and Finland? 1 Germany, 2 Sweden, 3 Shetland Islands, 4 Poland. If you're not sure, you can call out chance.
Chance, please.
Okay, we'll take away 2 of the incorrect choices. And please make your final selection.
Number 2.
Very good. Are you happy you used your chance? Okay, and we go with question 3. The term PR used in advertising refers to which of the following? 1. Public reactions. 2. Product remind. 3. Public relations. 4. Product recall.
Okay, the answer is public relations. Number 3, please.
Very good. Question 4. Which of the following is not a movie Bruce Willis appeared in? 1. Die Hard. 2. The Kid. 3. The Sixth Sense. 4. Minority Report.
Number 4, Minority Report.
Of course, that was a Tom Cruise movie. And we head into question 5. What is the Latin word for Earth? 1. Flora. 2. Basium. 3. Echo. 4. Terra.
Number 4, Terra.
Good. And you're already going into question 6. Well, how far do you think you're going to go?
So far, so good, but I don't know. I have to try and see.
Okay, question 6. What is the assigned internet country code for North Korea? 1.kn, 2.kd, 3.kp, 4 no code. Smart? Your final answer, please?
Okay, I'll say number 3, but I'm not sure.
Very good guess. .kp is the address that they have. And we'll go with question 7. What is the name of China's official news agency? 1. Xinhua, 2. Xingtao, 3. Workers' Manifesto, 4. 중국 News Service.
Okay, the answer is number 1, Xinhua.
Question 8. Area-wise, what is the smallest country in Central America? 1. El Salvador, 2. Costa Rica, 3. Panama, 4. Belize.
Okay, number 3, please.
It was a good guess, but actually the smallest country in Central America is El Salvador.
Okay.
Very good, though. You end the section at 70 points. And now, Get One team, which question set would you like to have?
Yeah, we'll choose Q, please.
Okay, we'll go with question set Q. Question number 1. Of the following, which country's food culture does not involve the use of chopsticks? 1. Korea, 2. China, 3. India, 4. Japan.
Number 3.
Very good. Question 2. Of the following, which is not a digital recording device? 1. CD, 2. MD, 3. LD, 4. LP.
Number 4. LP.
Very good. LP records are mostly a thing of the past now. And we go into question 3. Of the following, in which continent is Swahili spoken? 1. Africa, 2. South America, 3. Asia, 4. Europe. You can use chance.
Yeah, we'll use a chance, please.
Okay, we'll take away 2 of the incorrect choices. And please make your final selection.
Number 1.
Good. And we go on with question 4. Which planet is physically considered the most similar to Earth? 1. Mercury, 2. Venus, 3. Uranus, 4. Mars. Final selection, please. Get one.
Number 4.
It was a good guess, but the correct answer is Venus. Venus is most like Earth. Now, Get One, you put up a strong effort, but you end the section behind. Smart, you end with 70 points and you're ahead. Now, in this round, we get to test how well you work together as a team. I will give you a list of 20 words in a pre-chosen category. Of course, please do not use the word or phrase we give you on the board to give as a hint to your partner. We'll give you 100 seconds to go through the entire list of 20 words. Now, Smart, if you're ready, please take your position. So, Smart team, your pre-chosen category was pop music. Who is your favorite pop artist?
Actually, the truth is I'm not really into pop music, but you know, my partner, he really likes this category a lot, so I decided to do this category.
Ah, I see. What kind of music do you like?
I like jazz a lot.
Ah, okay. Well, we'll see how well you do. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ready? Go.
Yes. Like a Virgin.
Madonna,
Mick Jagger.
Rolling Stones,
Oops, I Did It Again.
Britney Spears,
It's, pass please. Billie Jean and Beat
Michael
It.
Jackson, Michael Jackson,
Titanic.
Celine Dion, Celine Dion,
Yesterday.
Beatles,
SM Entertainment. 6 Guys.
Shinhwa,
It's hip hop song by Sateji. It's kind of like Cypress Hills music.
Back Home,
They are not together anymore. One of the members got married to Beckham.
Spice Girls,
It's the most famous music chart.
Billboard chart,
She's rival to Britney Spears.
Christina Aguilera,
It's the most famous song by ABBA. It's favored by Korean.
Dancing Queen,
It's the famous boy band. Start with B.
Backstreet Boys,
She's rival to Whitney Houston.
Mariah Carey,
The white rapper.
Eminem,
Smart team, you did a great job. Even if you said you didn't like pop music, you like jazz more, you did great describing those hints over to your partner. The only thing you passed on was We Are the World, the multi-artist song that was very famous in the 80s. Okay? And Smart, you scored 220 points. Congratulations. And now, Get One team, if you're ready, please take your position. Now, your pre-chosen category was instruments.
Right.
What instruments do you play?
Actually, I don't play any instrument because I really like to wanna take the piano lessons. But my mom, when I was a child, my mom asked me to take the taekwondo lesson instead of
Ah, so are you a black belt?
yeah.
Wow. Well, that ended up good for you. Now, are you ready to do this?
Yeah.
Okay, ready?
Okay.
Go.
Start with B. Eugene Park.
Violin,
It's keyboard instrument, just general one. It's kind of easy one. Start with P.
piano,
Looks like a mandolin, but it's a little bigger.
guitar,
장한나.
cello,
It's percussion, in other words. Start with D.
drum,
James things.
sousaphone,
No, it's the regular.
Flute.
Huh?
flute,
Okay. It looks like a corn.
harmonica,
Alright. Start with B, smaller than violin.
viola,
It's old member playing the instrument. What it's called? Start with O.
flute,
O.
orchestra,
Start with O, like woodwind instrument.
oboe,
It's Pythagoras.
triangle,
It's 12 strings, like Korean traditional.
가야금,
Kenny G.
saxophone,
Louis Armstrong.
trumpet,
Pass, please. It's a little like a metal thing, several things, and then
xylophone,
no buttons play.
trombone,
Get One, you did a great deal of catching up in this category. You ended, well, on tambourine, which is what you shake. And of course, you passed on banjo, which is kind of like the mandolin you mentioned before. And of course, the viola is bigger than the violin, but you got the answer anyway. You end this category with 180 points. You're still behind, but you're doing a good job. You'll have lots more points ahead. Smart, you're ahead with 220 points. Now, in this next section, we will decide who gets to go into the finals to face the Turtles team. Now, let's welcome Mr. Kim Jun-sung onto the stage to help with the questions. Thanks for joining us today. Well, I always ask you, how do you think of the game? What do you think?
Very evenly matched, and they were both very even in terms of the last round, guessing the words. And actually, Pangsono, right? That's your name, right? Your mom made you take taekwondo lessons when you wanted to take piano lessons. My mom made me take violin lessons when I wanted to do taekwondo. But it was a good choice because you got black belt. But I played Twinkle Twinkle Little Star for about 3 years on my violin, and I was a white belt for 3 years. So,
Oh, man.
you know, so it was a good move. Don't hate your mom for it.
All right. Now we go into the section. What is the section like, actually?
Okay, this next round is a round of 15 non-multiple choice questions. Each question is worth 30 points. So if you do the math, that's 450 points. The first team that buzzes in can answer. Now, if the team cannot answer the question or gets the answer wrong, then the question will go over to the other team. You have 5 seconds to answer, and when both teams are not able to answer, Ms. In-young will give you, or Ms. Peg will give you a spelling hint.
Okay, and of course you have to remember to buzz in, and then after I call your team names, you give the answer, okay? So if we all know the rules, why don't we have question number 1?
Okay, question number 1. According to a report on the LA Times last month, the popularity of this food has risen since the World Cup. What is this food which was introduced?
Get one.
비빔밥?
That's right, this hot and tasty dish is becoming popular. And let's have the next question.
Okay, question number 2, organ. According to a new study, a woman's this is wired both to feel and recall emotions more keenly than a man's. This is the control center for movement, sleep, hunger, thirst, and virtually every other.
Smart.
Brain.
Of course, without this, we can't survive. And get one, you're only behind by 40 points. And in this section, you can surely catch up. This is a very close game, so we'll keep a watch on. And let's have the next question, please.
Okay, question number 3, country. On July 21st, The Independent, a London newspaper, reported that this country may be on the brink of leaving OPEC because of this country's plan to boost its production capacity. What is this country in Western Africa whose capital city is?
Get one. Answer, get one. Okay, Smart, it's your chance to answer. And please, finish the question.
What is this country in Western Africa whose capital city is Abuja and uses the currency Naira?
Smart team, 5 seconds. Okay, now I'll give you a spelling hint now. Smart team.
Nigeria.
Get one, I think you knew the answer. You had to wait for the hint of the capital city, Abuja. Okay, and now let's have the next question.
Okay, question number 4, product. Last month, Munich-based Infineon Technologies launched a voice-controlled wearable electronics blank. Blank is an MPEG standard used especially for digitally transmitting music over the internet. What is blank?
The MPEG standard. This is how we transmit music over the internet. Okay, let's have the spelling. Get one?
MP3?
Yes. Get one, it's good to see you back on the board. And again, you have 40 points separating the two of you. It's still a very close game. We'll go on to the next question now.
Okay, question number 5, device. July 17th was the 100th anniversary of the birth of this device. This was invented.
Smart.
Air conditioner.
The engineer Willis Carrier made this air conditioner. Of course, we couldn't do without it, especially in the heat nowadays, right?
Yep.
And with that, let's go on to the next question.
Okay, question number 6, word. This word, which originates from the mid-17th century, comes via Spanish from the Latin word sexta, which literally means sixth or noon, from its customary time. This is part of the culture in Latin America and Spain, and is a form of afternoon rest. What do you call this kind of early afternoon rest or nap?
Smart.
Oh, sorry, siesta.
Very good. Get one, I think you knew the answer, but you have to buzz in a little quicker. And we'll go on with the next question, please.
Question number 7, abbreviation. Among summertime cosmetics, there are specialized products that block UV rays. When you look on the labels on sunblocks, you will notice numbers like 30, 40, and 50. What do these numbers indicate?
Get one.
Sun protection factor, SPF.
Very good. And we will go on with question 8, please.
Question 8, politics. In the new round deal, which is held to negotiate a more open-door policy of the Korean service market, the U.S. has repeatedly requested that the Korean government abolish this system. This system demands mandatory showing of Korean films in theaters.
Smart.
Screen quota.
Can you spell the answer, please?
QUA.
QUOT.
One answer, please. Final answer.
A 아니야? QUOTA. Quota.
Yeah, we hear it in Korean a lot, so it's hard to see. In English, it's screen quota. That's the system that keeps a minimum number of Korean films in theaters. And that's very good. And let's go on with the next question, please.
Okay, question number 9, fashion. This term comes from mid-20th century French and literally means ready to wear. This fashion term means manufactured in.
Smart.
Pret-à-porter.
That's right. And of course, this question was much easier for you than your opponents. Get one, we want you to stay in the game, okay? And we go on to the next question, please.
Okay, question number 10, movie. Recently, in a poll in an internet movie magazine, this movie took first place among horror films of all times. This movie.
Smart.
Exorcist.
That's right. And of course, this story is about a priest trying to save a 12-year-old. Are you very much into horror films?
Very much.
Wow. Is that your favorite film?
One of used to be.
What's your favorite one now?
Old-time favorite is Psycho. I love it.
Ah, wow.
Psycho is pretty freaky.
Yeah, well, I like it too. Okay, we'll go on with the next question now.
Okay, number 11, sports. In the 2002 British Open last month, this golfer took first place over Tiger Woods.
Get one.
Arnie S.
That's right. He has a very easy style. He is known as the Big Easy also. He's an African and he is Ernie Els. Okay, and we'll go on with the next question, please.
Okay, question number 12, person. In a spy novel published in Moscow in July, this person appeared as a hero fighting with the Chechen rebels. However, Kremlin is worried that the past image of this person as a KGB agent will be revived. Who is this Russian president?
Get one.
Putin.
Right? Now let's have the next question.
Question number 13, chemistry. This is a colorless, flammable liquid with a pleasant smell, well, for some people, widely used as a solvent for paints and nail polish and in manufacturing chemicals.
Smart.
Acetone.
And let's have the next question, please.
Okay, question 14, economy. On July 21st, this company, the second most successful in the long-distance phone call market in the US,
Get one.
WorldCom.
And of course, it's in the news recently because it filed for bankruptcy protection. And we have the last question now.
okay, question number 15 is title. Recently, a Korean ballad singer, Lee Soo-young, sung the theme song of a computer game, and this is a role-playing game which was
Get one.
released.
Final Fantasy.
That's right. And of course, it made its debut releasing in Japan in the July of 2001. Made a big splash. And Get One, you had a very strong end, but of course, Smart has more points, and you get to go on to the final round with 460 points. Now, Get One, well, you failed to get your goal of getting one, but do you have any words for your supporters back home?
But it's okay. I feel good and I enjoyed it really a lot. And then I really enjoyed this game.
Something to put on your resume now.
That's right.
Just don't tell them that you didn't make it to the final round. Just
Well, do you have any words for the future employers?
No.
No, not at this moment. Okay, thank you very much for joining us. And now, Smart Team, you get to go on to the final round. You got to see the Turtles team last week, didn't you? Mm-hmm. What do you think of your opponents?
Very strong.
We'll see you in the final round then. We'll be right back after this. Team back on our stage. Lee Hyun-woo and Chung Young-kwon of the Turtles team, welcome back to our stage. This is you're going for your win number 4 now. So, what did your friends say of your appearance on TV?
Seem pleased.
Do they think you look great?
Well, yeah, apparently so.
Do they say that you're getting better as the episodes go?
Well, what do you think?
They didn't make any comments about that.
They were just happy that they might be traveling with you?
Perhaps.
Do you feel like the questions are equally hard? Sometimes they're easier for you than others?
It varies, from time to time.
From time to time. Okay.
Well, you have some opponents today, Smart Team, that you have to deal with. It's really great to have you back on this final stage. Now let's begin the final round. Is really fun. We have 5 categories, 5 questions each, 10 to 50 points each. Of course, if you get the question correct, then you get to choose the next question. And if you get the question wrong, then the chance to answer goes over to your opponents. What are our categories today, Jun-sung?
As shown on your screen, this week's categories are fantasy characters, hotel, North America, leisure and sports, and Bugs Life.
And I will choose the first question. I'll go with fantasy characters for 10 points. About 3 apples high and living in the forest in mushroom-shaped houses. These characters, smart.
Smart.
They made their first appearance in 1958 in the story of the Magic Flute, actually. And did you actually like the Smurfs? Did you watch the animation?
Every day.
Yeah, I used to love the Smurfs. And you get to choose the next question.
Hotels for 10, please.
Okay, hotels for 10 points.
Good afternoon. My name is Gordon Gorman. I'm the resident manager of the Grand Intercontinental Seoul. Welcome to our hotel. Today's questions are all related to hotels, so I wish you good luck. Here is the 10-point question. Listen carefully. This originated from the mid-16th century from the medieval Latin word meaning cloister or covered walk. Usually on hotel elevators, this indicates the first floor. This is a large entrance hall or foyer immediately inside the door of a hotel, theater, or...
Smart.
Lobby.
Yes. That's right. When you walk into a lobby. Turtles, we want to see you on the board. And smart team, you get to choose again.
Leisure and sports for 10 points.
Okay, leisure and sports for 10 points. Of the following, which is not a sport which requires specialized boots? 1. Inline skating. 2. Snowboarding. 3. Skiing. 4. Surfing. Turtles.
Surfing.
It's good to see you on the board. And Turtles team, you get to choose the next question.
Let's go with North America for 10 points.
North America for 10 points.
Okay, for 10 points. Straddling the world's longest undefended border between the United States and Canada, this is also known as the honeymoon capital of the world, with 12 million people visiting this site every year. Apart from its natural beauty, it is also the largest producer of hydroelectric power.
Turtles.
Niagara Falls.
This is the second biggest falls in the world, with Victoria's Falls in Southern Africa being number 1, the biggest. And Turtles, you get to choose again.
Hotel for 20 points.
Okay, hotel for 20 points.
This question is multiple choice. Many countries use the hotel classification system. And of course, Korea also uses the hotel classification system. Of the following, what is the mark that indicates the quality level of a hotel in Korea? Is it a star, a Japanese apricot flower, a heart, or the Rose of Sharon?
Smart.
Star.
Good guess. Since this is multiple choice, you only get one chance to answer, and Turtles, you get one chance now. 5 seconds. Turtles?
Number 2.
Nope, you only get one chance because this is a multiple choice question. The correct answer is Rose of Sharon, which is the English name for 무궁화, which was what we were going for. The Japanese apricot flower is actually used in Taiwan to mark their hotels. Okay, and I will choose the next question. I will go with fantasy characters for 20 points. First conceived in 1934 by Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster, this character, originally named Kal-El, would later go on to be adopted by Jonathan and Martha Kent, who live in Smallville. This character later gets a job at the Daily Planet. Turtles.
Superman.
And he gets a job at the newspaper, but he, of course, saves the world and mankind several times over. Turtles, you get to choose.
Hotel for 30 points.
Hotel for 30 points.
One of the most important things in making a memorable trip is a comfortable lodging system. So in Korea, this form of lodging is now very popular, as you can feel both the luxury of a hotel and the comfort of home. This is a small hotel, a boarding house, or small, inexpensive hotel. This is popular in continental Europe, especially in France. What is this?
Turtles.
A hostel.
Good guess. Smart. You get 5 seconds. Smart.
Villa. Sorry.
Okay. I would like for you to reconsider the hint that we gave you. This is a small hotel, a boarding house, or a small, inexpensive hotel, and it's popular in continental Europe. I want you to think back to all of the European movies that you've seen. People travel, and where do they stay? Smart.
Hotel.
Turtles, last chance, 5 seconds. Turtles.
Inn.
Okay, actually, we wanted pension.
Oh, pension. Sorry. Pension.
In Room with a View, they stayed at a pension, right? Okay, And we go on, and I will choose the next question. I'll go with Bug's Life for 10 points.
For 10 points, this question is multiple choice. You only have one chance to answer. There are 5 choices, so listen carefully. Of the following, which is not a movie with insect characters? 1. Ants. 2. A Bug's Life. 3. Spider-Man. 4. Joe's Apartment.
Smart.
3. Spider-Man.
Good guess, but Turtles, you actually have the chance to answer, and please finish the question.
4. Joe's Apartment. And 5. M. Butterfly.
Turtles?
Number 5.
That's right. In Spider-Man, we have the spider acting as a very big character in the movie. And Turtles, you get to choose.
We'll go with North America for 20.
Okay, North America for 20 points.
Okay, for 20 points. Originally known as Seward's Folly, this was bought by the U.S. government at a cost of $7.2 million in gold in 1867. Although
Turtles?
Alaska.
Of course, it was at first called Seward's Folly, but then it was not a folly because they had the Klondike gold rush there and made lots of money.
and it turned out to be a pretty good investment. I mean, $7.2 million, and I don't know how much it would be right now.
That's
in
right.
The industry, yeah.
That's right. Turtles, you get to choose.
We'll go with North America for 30.
North America for 30 points.
Okay, this town is a resort, port, and mind my pronunciation, and a Guerrero state, southwestern Mexico. Situated on a deep, semicircular bay, it has the best harbor on the Pacific coast of Mexico and one of the finest natural anchorages in the world. It has become the Riviera of Mexico for tourists attracted by the climate, the many luxurious hotels, excellent beaches, and deep-sea fishing. More than 300,000 visitors go there annually. What is the name of this place?
This is Mexico's Riviera. Smart?
Acapulco?
Very good, Smart. It's good to see you on board. And yes, you only have 20 points between you. Okay, what would you like to have?
Can I have Bug's Life for 20, please?
Okay, Bug's Life for 20 points.
For 20 points. Did you know that this insect is legally considered livestock since April? The reason for this is because it can receive support under stock raising laws only when it is recognized as a livestock. This insect is known for the musical chirping of the male. They vary in length from 30 to 50 millimeters. They have thin antennas, hind legs, modified for jumping. The two forewings are stiff and leathery, and the two long, membranous hind wings are used in flying. What is this insect?
It is known for the musical chirping of the male. Further hint, it is Pinocchio's best friend as well. Smart.
Cricket.
And with that, Smart team, you have caught up 70 to 70. And Smart, you get to choose.
Can I have fantasy characters for 30, please?
Okay, fantasy characters for 30 points. The narrator of this story, starring this famous character, is a downed pilot in the Sahara Desert, frantically trying to repair his wrecked plane. The narrator later goes on to hear a story from this visitor. Turtles.
Little Prince?
And of course, this visitor that he talks to is not from Earth, and he talks about all his experiences going from planet to planet. And Turtles, you get to choose.
Hotel for 40 points.
Hotel for 40 points.
There are many terms that refer to guests in hotel terminology. Repeat guest is a guest that has come for another visit, a regular, so to say. And a guest who does not make a proper checkout or leaves a restaurant without paying the bill is called a skipper. Then, what do you call somebody who makes a reservation but fails to arrive without cancellation or explanation?
This is a person who fails to arrive. Now, this term is not only used in hotels, but also in airlines. And I'm sure you've watched all of our Contender shows. We actually had a team named this. They actually talked about what this meant to them. Turtles.
No show?
If you remember, they were a two-man team, and they mentioned that no-shows were the bane of their business. And so they call themselves that. Okay, Turtles, you get to choose again.
Hotel for 50 points.
Okay, Hotel, we close out the category for 50 points.
This is the 50-point question. There are many words that indicate different jobs in a hotel. There is the bellman who greets guests at the gate of the hotel. Then there are the stewards who maintain, wash, and carry dishes and tableware in the kitchen. This person works in the hotel lobby or VIP.
Turtles.
Concierge.
Good guess, but Smart Team, it's your chance to answer, and please listen to the rest of the question.
Or VIP floor and takes care of check-ins and check-outs, assists with business, and provides much needed information. This person also makes airplane or restaurant reservations for guests. This person's shortened title is GRO. What does GRO stand for?
Smart Team, I'll give you 5 seconds. Let's think about this. GRO stands for 3 words. And this person, he deals with people who come to stay. Turtles.
General Residence Office.
Good guess. Smart, 5 seconds. Actually, the answer is Guest Relations Officer. We were pretty close. Okay, and I'll choose the next question. We will go with Leisure and Sports for 20 points. It being vacation season, department stores are doing well selling aqua shoes, shoes which you can wear in the water. People who enjoy this especially like to buy a pair of these. The name of this sport stands for self-contained underwater breathing apparatus. Turtles.
Scuba diving.
Right? And of course, the tank of oxygen that they carry with them helps them to breathe underwater. And Turtles, you get to choose again.
We'll switch to North America for 40.
Okay, North America for 40 points.
Okay, for 40 points. This was known to Native Americans as the Big River and the Father of Waters. It inspired Mark Twain's marvelous stories of steamboats.
Smart.
Mississippi.
Very good, Smart Team. It's good to have you back on the board. 50 points separates you. And what will you have next?
Can I have Bugs Life for 30, please?
Okay, Bugs Life for 30 points.
Butterflies and these insects are similar animals, but they have some general differences. Although some of these...
Smart.
Moose.
That's right. Moths are different from butterflies, and compared to them, they actually have stouter bodies, duller coloring. They're just less attractive or less flashy. And Smart, you get to choose.
Bugs Life for 40, please.
Okay, Bugs Life for 40 points.
For 40 points. Even until now, the book about insects written by this person is still on the suggested...
Turtles.
Pablo.
Can we have the...
Spelling Pablo.
Okay. Smart Team.
FABLO.
Okay, why don't we take a step back, listen to the rest of the question, and think about the name that we want to get to.
Okay, it's still on the suggested list of books for children to read. This person was a French etymologist famous for his study of the anatomy and behavior of insects. In 1866, he isolated from the madder plant a coloring substance later identified as alizarin, which became useful as a biological stain. He wrote many books to popularize science. Who is he?
He's a Frenchman. This Frenchman, whose book about insects is as important to us now. Five seconds. Smart.
Phaplo. Fablo.
Okay, turtles, you get the last chance. Okay, the correct answer is Fabre. Yeah, it's Fabre that we were looking for. Jean-Henri Fabre. Okay, you were very close. I think you were thinking in terms of Korean and trying to translate over. Yeah, it's pretty tough. Okay, we will go on and have leisure and sports for 30 points. With the spread of a 5-day work week in Korea, many resorts here are preparing programs so you can enjoy sports in your leisure time. This sport is a favorite. This is a recreational sport that enjoyed increasing popularity in the 1990s. What you would need for this is a bicycle built for rough terrain with wide, fat tires, straight handlebars, smart.
Mountain bicycle, MTB.
Right? Mountain biking. Very good. And you need a strong frame as well as more gears than the standard bicycle. Very good. You've caught up. You're ahead 10 points, 170 versus 160. This is proving to be a very exciting, very close game. Now, what will you have next, Smart Team?
Fantasy characters for 40 points.
Fantasy characters for 40 points. Made famous in the J.R.R. Tolkien's books, The Hobbit and the Lord of the Rings, this character was instrumental in defeating the evil forces of Sauron in The Lord of the Rings. Dressed in his traditional gray cloak and riding his beloved horse, Shadowfax, he wanders Middle-earth doing good works and helping those in need. Who is this famous wizard who sports a long beard? Turtles.
Gandalf.
And he also has bushy eyebrows and is a friend of the hobbits. Very good. Turtles, you're in the lead again, 30 points. You get to choose.
North America, 50 points.
Okay, North America, 50 points, closing out the category.
This is the world's second largest free trade zone, bringing together 365 million consumers in Canada, Mexico, and the United States.
Turtles.
NAFTA.
And of course, it calls for the removal of tariffs and trade barriers. And Turtles, you get to choose again.
Bugs Life for 50 points.
Okay, Bugs Life for 50 points.
For 50 points, this representative summer insect is known for its distinctive noise, which is loudest at 30 degrees.
Smart.
Mosquito.
Good guess, but the chance to answer goes over to the Turtles team. Please finish the question.
It is medium to large sized, and some species reach a length of 3.8 centimeters or 1.5 inches. The body is stout and the head short with bristle-like antenna, large eyes, and sucking mouth parts. The two parts of large wings are transparent with branching veins. They live in trees and tall grass, the male of which makes a loud buzzing or shrilling sound. What is this?
They have two pairs of large wings, actually. Turtles, 5 seconds. Okay, they are known for their 7-year life cycles. These insects spend 7 years so that they can have this one summer. That's why they make so much noise in mating.
I think they all know the Korean name for it. They're just wondering what the English is.
We would like for you to make a guess anyway, even if you're not sure. We'll give you 5 seconds now. Okay, the answer is cicada. Yeah, the cicada is the noisy insect that is known to symbolize summer. And we go with leisure and sports for 40 points now. This activity is enjoyed by the most number of people among all aviation sports. Unlike hang gliders, which are closely related to the sport, turtles.
Skydiving.
Good guess, but smart team, it's your chance to answer, and please listen to the rest of the question. Unlike hang gliders, which are closely related to the sport, it has no rigid framework. The parachute canopy acts as a wing and is constructed of fabric cells with openings at the front that allow them to be inflated by movement through the air. The sport can be traced to the activities of French parachute inventor Pierre Lemoine, who launched his advanced round parachute canopies in the 1950s.
Skydiving?
Smart?
Skydiving?
Oh, they actually said that before. Okay, again, I want you to think about the sport. Turtles?
Hot air balloon.
Smart, I'll give you 5. Smart?
Paragliding?
And of course, Lemoine made his inventions in the 1950s, and it was the combination of parachute plus hang gliding that we were looking for. Smart, very good pickup. And you get to choose the next question among 2.
Leisure and sport for 50 points.
Okay, closing out the category, leisure and sports for 50 points. Recently, there are more people who enjoy this, as sports centers are building artificial indoor facilities for this. You scale rock faces, usually using turtles.
Rock climbing? Indoor rock climbing?
And of course, Ian, the character in Mission Impossible 2, is doing this as the movie opens. And with that, turtles, we have one last question left, and I will go ahead and read fantasy characters for 50 points. The name of this movie character was given by 4-year-old May, who is another character of this movie. Nobody knows the real name of this character. He lived in the forest since very long ago, even before people started to exist. Its lifespan is over 1,000 years, and large ones are over 2 meters tall. It looks like a large furry owl, raccoon, bear, or fairy. What is the name of this character? Okay, this is a Japanese character actually. Animation character. Smart?
Totoro?
Very good. And with that, Smart team, you had a very strong ending. Very good. But Turtles, you win and go on to win your 4th win in a row with 300 points. Congratulations.
Various prizes are awaiting our winning contenders. Your first win will take you on a trip to Jeju Island. Your second win to Japan. Your third win will take you to China. And on your 4th win, you'll win a trip to Southeast Asia. On your 5th win, a trip to Hawaii. Your 6th win, a trip to the United States. And on your 7th win, you'll take the grand prize of a tour of Europe. We hope many of you join us.
Smart team, it was a very close game throughout, and you had a very strong ending with Totoro. But I understand that the president of your company is watching every day, just to encourage you. Do you have any words for the people who are supporting you?
I enjoyed it. It was fun.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for joining us. And Turtles team, this makes your win number 4 in a row, and that means you have tickets to go to Southeast Asia with your friends. So, are you excited?
Yes, very much so.
And does this encourage you to get emboldened enough to say that you want to go all the way to Europe this time, or are you going to hold off again?
Well, our friends are watching back here.
Yes. We better say we want to go all the way.
Okay, all right. Well, congratulations again on your win, and we'll see you next week. Is over, and we have a 4-time winner. Again, I want to remind you of our homepage, contenders.idntv.com. Please give us your comments and questions, and please file to see if you can come on and join us. Now we'll see you next time, and bye-bye.